he had this transformational plan. He had 3-4 things he was doing every day. First, he would wake up early in the morning and yell with all his might looking at the sun. Why? To strengthen his lungs. If you really want to be a great orator, you have to have better lungs. Second, he would climb all the stairs of ancient buildings of Greece, again by yelling, because he was strengthening his lungs. Third, he shaved half of his head to avoid distractions. And this century is a distracted century. I'm not asking you to shave half of his head, half of your head. All I'm asking you need to have transformational plan. So this was the plan of Demosthenes. Stutter became one of the greatest orators. Then, fast forward to many years, Abraham Lincoln came. Abraham Lincoln was a skinny guy, very shy, went through so many things in life. He also became one of the best orators of the world. How? He also had transformation plan. First plan, whenever he witnessed any speech, he would mimic the same while coming back to the home. He would practice the same speech, right? First. Second, he would speak loudly in front of a tree. He started speaking before a tree. Then he started speaking before people. 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys, 5 guys, 10 guys. Third, he became a lawyer. So being a lawyer, you have to have wonderful public speaking. So he would practice all his speeches day in, day out, alone or before people. Fourth, he started practicing speaking in a brief. He told himself that, Mr. Lincoln, I need to be brief. You understand brief? फालतू की बात नहीं बोलनी. I do not have to beat around the bush. I have to speak in brief. Then next, you remember when he gave his one of the most famous speeches in Gettysburg? Are you aware of that? So Lincoln gave a speech in Gettysburg. Gettysburg is a place in US. His 2 minutes 30 second speech became one of the most famous speeches of the world. Just 2 minutes 30 seconds. And before him, one orator spoke for 1 hour. He got the standing ovation, that orator. Then came Lincoln. He came near to the podium. He was a bit reluctant in the beginning. That's what happens to all of us, right? But the moment he started speaking, oh my God, he was so brief. And people loved it. His 2 minutes 30 second speech got the standing ovation of 15 minutes. Lincoln. So he used to practice how to be brief. Brief. Do not beat around the bush. Be brief. Don't remember government of the people, for the people, by the people. That came from Lincoln's speech. Then fast forward to many years, Swami Vivekananda came. Right? He was wonderful in spontaneity. What Anupam said, he was right about Swami Vivekananda. I have a great respect for him. What a wonderful monk he was. He's still there among us, right? So he would practice spontaneity. It is believed that somebody called him a zero in Chicago. Oh, Indian monk, you're zero. And he gave 1 hour long sermon on zero, the importance of zero. He was spontaneous and brainy. So we'd practice his spontaneity. You have to have that transformational plan in public speaking. What was the transformational plan of Winston Churchill? Are you aware of him? He was, again, one of the greatest orators. And he could never speak without paper. Winston Churchill understood his weakness that I would never be able to speak without paper. He always used the paper. But it doesn't mean he was looking at the paper continuously. He practiced beforehand. His vocabulary was immense. Average person has a vocabulary bank of 25,000 words. Average person. Winston Churchill had a vocabulary bank of 65,000 words. Winston Churchill was a wonderful orator. 2 things. He understood the weakness. Right? At times we cannot fight our weaknesses, but we can increase our strengths. वो तो कर सकते हैं. To subside our weaknesses. Winston Churchill did that. Second, he was an avid reader. So he had that great knowledge. And he inspired Britain at the time of World War, if you are aware of it. Britain was in great trouble. So Winston Churchill, his speeches saved Britain against Germany. Are you aware of it? When he delivered a speech, we shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight in France, we shall fight in streets. His speech became really famous, we shall fight on the beaches. Then fast forward to many years, Steve Jobs came. One of the greatest presenters. I've never seen any corporate presenter like Steve Jobs. Simplification. He simplified everything. He knew that this is how human brain learns, remembers, understands. If you, like you want to be a public speaker, if you carefully observe how humans listen, how they remember, how they learn, and accordingly you plan everything, you would do a better job. So Steve Jobs was master at it. He simplified all his presentations, his great analogies, and you know the story of Apple. In 2007 presentation of iPhone, I consider it one of the greatest presentations ever given. If you simply watch it, especially the beginning, it was wonderful. That was the first iPhone presentation, 2007. You'll find on YouTube. So you have to have transformational plan. What is my transformational plan? Because I want to remember so many stories. I've been telling you about so many different people. We talked about Hercules, Demosthenes, Winston Churchill, kahan se kahan pahunch gaye. How I'm able to remember such things? Because I've had transformational plan. What is my transformational plan? I have to repeat all these stories day in, day out. I tell these stories to my kids. At times they don't understand. That's fine. At least I'm practicing. So what is your transformational plan? Even if I'm driving, I'm traveling, I'm listening to audiobooks 80% of the time. Not 20%, I listen to songs because I'm human, right? I want to invigorate myself. What is your transformational plan? Your personal transformational plan, physical transformational plan.